Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, there was a lush green forest known as the Enchanted Forest. This wasn't an ordinary forest by any means. The trees could whisper, the flowers would hum, and if you listened very closely, you could hear the giggles of magical creatures hidden within. One sunny morning, a brave squirrel named Nutty found a glittering key lying on the forest floor. Nutty had never seen anything so sparkly and beautiful. As he picked it up, he wondered what it could unlock. He excitedly scurried to his best friend, Lila the Bunny, who was always full of clever ideas. Lila examined the key, her little nose twitching with curiosity. "This must unlock something very special," she said, her eyes sparkling with the same excitement as Nutty's. They decided to seek help from the wisest creature in the Enchanted Forest, Professor Hoot, the great gray owl. Professor Hoot lived in a gigantic oak tree that stood at the heart of the forest. As they reached his tree, Professor Hoot was already waiting for them, perched majestically on a branch. My dear Nutty and Lila, what brings you here today?" he hooted. Nutty held up the glittering key. "We found this, Professor Hoot. Do you know what it unlocks?" Professor Hoot adjusted his tiny spectacles and examined the key closely. "Ah, this is the key of mysteries. It can only unlock one thing, the Secret Meadow, a magical place hidden deep within the forest where the rarest creatures live and the most incredible plants grow." Nutty and Lila's eyes widened with wonder. They had heard tales of the Secret Meadow, but never believed it truly existed. "How can we find the Secret Meadow?" asked Nutty eagerly. "Follow the golden path," Professor Hoot instructed. "But remember, the journey is filled with challenges that only the pure of heart can overcome." Determined, Nutty and Lila set off on their adventure. They soon found the golden path, glowing softly with an inviting light. Their first challenge was to cross the singing river, which could only be crossed by matching its melodies. Lila, who had a beautiful voice, sang in harmony with the river's song. To their delight, a bridge of light appeared, allowing them to pass. Next, they encountered a garden of giant talking flowers. The flowers loved riddles and would only let them pass if they solved one. "I fly without wings, I cry without eyes. Whenever I go, darkness flies. What am I?" recited one flower. Nutty thought hard. "A cloud!" he exclaimed. The flowers cheered and parted, revealing the path ahead. Finally, they arrived at the entrance to the Secret Meadow, guarded by a gentle dragon named Ember. Ember's scales shimmered in all colors of the rainbow. "To enter the Secret Meadow, you must tell me why you wish to enter," Ember said kindly. Nutty and Lila looked at each other and then answered together, "We want to see the wonders of the meadow and share its beauty with all our friends in the forest." Ember smiled and nodded. "Your hearts are indeed pure. You may enter." With a turn of the glittering key, the gates of the Secret Meadow swung open. Nutty and Lila gasped as they stepped inside. The air was filled with the scent of the rarest flowers, and creatures of all shapes and sizes welcomed them warmly. They saw unicorns grazing, fairies dancing, and trees made of candy. Nutty and Lila spent the day exploring and playing with their new friends. As the sun began to set, they knew it was time to return home. But they promised to keep the Secret Meadow a special secret that only the pure of heart could discover, just as they had. They returned to the heart of the Enchanted Forest, their hearts filled with joy and wonder, knowing they had just experienced the adventure of a lifetime. And so, every now and then, if you visit the Enchanted Forest and listen closely, you might hear the whispers of Nutty and Lila's grand adventure. a sweet reminder that with bravery and a pure heart, the greatest mysteries can be unlocked.